This is the 35th year of the YWCA Leader Luncheon, recognizing and honoring the contributions and leadership of local women and mentors. And what a significant 35 years it's been! In 1986, the Supreme Court determines that sexual harassment in the workplace, even without economic loss, is in violation of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. In 1993, the Family and Medical Leave Act became law. Also in 1993, Janet Reno becomes the first woman appointed as Attorney General. The following year, the Violence Against Women Act was first passed in 1994. 1996 found the Supreme Court ordering the Virginia Military Institute to admit females as cadets. In 2009, President Obama signed his very first bill into law, the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act. In 2013, women in the military were allowed to hold ground combat positions for the first time. And also in 2013, the Violence Against Women Act was renewed and expanded to protect LGBT, college students, Native American women, public housing residents, dating violence, stalking, and sexual assault. In 1980, the YWCA held their very first Leader Luncheon, recognizing and honoring the contributions and leadership of local women at the Rockford Metro Center.
35 years ago, when they started Leader Luncheon, there was a desire to recognize the contributions of women in this community. Women are the worst at touting their own successes and celebrating what we're accomplishing. And this luncheon was designed to do that.
We were like pioneers. We had to think through what categories of awards did we want to hand out. How would we name these awards? And we named them by going back through Rockford women and history, women who'd been outstanding in science and professions and community service. We had 400 guests and we had lots of nominations. We also had corporate support. I think we began to get, there were some people at the head of corporations who were visionary enough to understand this was something to support and that it was good PR to have your corporation be known as a good place for women to work. We also had a very unique experience of the speaker not showing up. And I was in front of 400 people at the Metro Center having to punt my way through a program with no speaker.
When the Leader Luncheon was started, it was the first event of its kind in the Rockford area to showcase the achievements of women locally. A woman's role in the workplace 35 years ago was different than what it is today.
I got so that I would answer the phone here at Superior Joining Technologies and someone would say, they wouldn't even say hello, they wouldn't greet me, they would just say, I want to talk to somebody that knows something.
Clearly in that time there were roles for which gender went to which jobs. I would hear women at major corporations talking about lateral moves so that they could never really progress and get to higher level positions, glass ceilings, just the whole earmarking of how far someone could go based on gender.
There was an average thinking that women could be nurses and teachers and secretaries, but that it was unusual or not even expected to be a professional. And there was some groundbreaking to be done there.
Thanks to legislation, a change in the corporate climate, and hard work and determination, the glass ceilings that once existed for women in the workplace have, in many cases, been shattered.
Women can fly combat missions now. 35 years ago, that wasn't happening. You might have been in the sea of green or blue, but you weren't going to be on the front line.
We see companies now strategically focused on having a diverse workforce, having females in the cabinet or leadership team level, and I think that there is now a greater appreciation for diverse perspectives than there ever has been.
We can be successful as long as we're willing to learn and work and network and share that information. We can be successful. It doesn't matter if you're male or female.
The Bright Future Scholarship that's awarded by the YWCA at the annual Leader Luncheon helps young women afford the education they desire to achieve their career goals.
The scholarships go to female high school seniors who are from the counties that the YWCA serve. And I think that it really looks at women who make a difference directly in their communities, in the lives that they can impact. And I remember being shocked when my name was called and completely honored to receive such an awesome recognition of everything I had done, and even more so, kind of an interest in what I was going to do in the future.
As women's leadership and the YWCA continue to evolve, YWCA Leader Luncheon will continue to pause each year to honor the change agents whose achievements are delivering women's empowerment and racial justice in our community.
The Leader Luncheon serves a very important purpose, I think, and it is that it brings forward names and accomplishments of people that one may not be aware of. They may be excelling within a certain organization, but outside of that, they're not that known.
I think that the Leader Luncheon really is a defining event for women in our region.
I think there's always a value of recognizing quality people and quality efforts.
I think anytime a group of women can get together and celebrate one another, it's an important time.
I don't believe I've ever heard anyone leave the luncheon since I've been involved that have left and said that they weren't inspired by what they heard. And I think that's the overall thing, is we really want to inspire other people, especially women and girls. We want to inspire them to go out and do and accomplish big things.